make an effort to listen. Because he will not force the door of your heart. Like, you need to let him in. That's the game, man. That's the game. Hey guys, so welcome to another episode of the Elite Game podcast. And the conversation that we always get to have is a conversation of having it all, everything that you want, everything that you could possibly want, you can have. And the conversation sometimes brings us to a point where, not sometimes, most of the times, because that's the game, to a point where we need to learn more. We need to absorb more. We need to make ourselves open to receive something new, because whatever we learned so far, whatever we implemented in our lives is not good enough to take us to the next level. Right? So that's why we go to masterminds. That's why we read books. That's why we go to conferences and networking events. That's why we buy courses. That's why we try to be in circles in the middle of people that have conversations of a higher level. And if you are a man that's like me, that wants more and more and more and more out of life, if you are a man that wants everything that his heart desires, then you need to be open to receive anything that you don't know yet. And there's a topic that a lot of men resist. They resist to receive anything at all that has to do with this topic. Because where they are in life, in that point, in that moment, they're just not open. They are closed up. Their heart has walls all around it, and they will not listen anything about the conversation of God. And this is fucking weird. It's very weird. I'm going to tell you why. If you are a man that wants everything, that wants all these things, then if somebody else, another man that has that purpose in life that you're looking for, that energy, that kindness, that strength, that loving frequency, that fire, that faith. If you meet a man that has these things, and the man is trying to teach you and talk to you, wouldn't you listen to him? Wouldn't you listen to every single word? Dude, what if I tell you that in the Bible, in the Word of God, there's all the lessons that any man at any point could ever want and need. It doesn't matter if you're an entrepreneur. It doesn't matter if you work for somebody else. It doesn't matter if you're a janitor. It doesn't matter if you're a CEO or a singer or an artist. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you're black or white or yellow or purple or green. It doesn't matter if you're a man, woman, or whatever the fuck you want to call yourself. Like, that shit doesn't matter. There's infinite knowledge in that book. Now, I would not listen to this. I would not listen to this at all in the past. I was completely blocked to this truth. Completely blocked. So dumb. Here I am. I'm telling everybody, look, man, I want to level up. I want to level up in everything. I want to level up in my body, my physical appearance, my health, my money, my marriage, my kids, like everything. I want to level up everything. But wait. There's one thing that I will not want to hear. And this is a conversation of God. Get the shit out of here. I do not want it. But I want it all. But I don't want to hear about God. God is everything. Submitting to Him is everything. Gives me everything. It gives you everything. That fire, that energy, that peace, that ability to be present, to forget, to let go of shit that you had inside of you that you didn't even know, the capacity to feel light, the capacity to overcome things that sometimes you couldn't. Like, everything is at your disposal. Like, all this shit is available. And it has been available forever. So I'm talking to you, man. I'm talking to you. I am talking to you. Open up just a little bit the conversation about God. Listen to other men that have been like you in your situation, and now they discover the truth. They discover something that they did not know before. Listen to them. Listen to me. Everything that you want is on the other side of opening your mind, your ears, your heart to the conversation of God. You don't need to call it God if you don't want to. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it the voice. You can call it the universe. You can call it higher conscience. You can call it whatever, man. Once you submit, once you experience communion with God, then you're going to call him Lord. That's what you're going to call him, because there's nothing else to call him. So I'm asking you, even if you have so much stuff, because that's the thing, like, you go through life and you acquire all these things and you accomplish all these things, and you might be a man that has everything a man can want and still feels like shit. When you're alone, you feel like crap. You feel depressed. You have cars in your garage, you have a house or two, you have abundance, you have relationship with kids and the wife and friends, and you have an abundant life. And even if you have all this shit, and you look around and you're like, dude, why do I feel empty? Like, I have abundance in all of this, and I still feel empty. And you feel like shit because you know you shouldn't feel empty, but you do. And that makes you feel even worse. The purpose that every man looks for this. It's the purpose. It's the reason that they're here. And they want to do all this, and they build all this shit. That purpose is revealed to you if you want, and if you make yourself available to listen. If you open yourself up to receive the knowledge, man. But if you are closed up, then you will not receive anything. You will just stay on that fucking pit. Have a conversation about God. Ask about God. Or if somebody talks about God to you, make an effort to listen. Because he will not force the door of your heart. Like, you need to let him in. That's the game, man. That's the game. That's how it works. But here I am talking to you about opening up yourself to a source of energy that you will never experience anywhere else. And it will never stop giving you the things that you want. Because this life is about progress. It's about progress in every way. And progress is infinite. Like, it doesn't stop. You could always get better and more. But there's one thing that you need to have in order to achieve freedom that you look for in here. And that is knowing God and having communion with Him. You can have everything in life, bro. Everything. But if you don't have this, it's not going to feel complete. He's calling you like He called me, and I wouldn't listen forever. But now I have, and now I'm here. He's calling you. Just open up your heart a little bit. I promise it's going to be the best decision you ever made. Catch you next time.